My name's Sofia Lilly from Overmountain Vineyards. We're here in Tryon, North Carolina. Our farm's about 70 acres, and we grow commercial grapes, French variety, for winemaking purposes. We also grow figs, we grow blueberries, we have a little bit of a U-pick business. We've got a little flock of hens that we supply eggs to our customers. And then we also play around with stemmed flowers and a lot of perennial gardening. We acquired this property in the 80s. My dad and my mom were in the Army at the time. None of this that you see here today existed. It was all wooded, overgrown, kudzu everywhere. When we got onto the property and started clearing the land and really started seeing the contours and really seeing the lay of the land, we realized that the only thing that we were going to be able to successfully grow on these kinds of hills was grapes. We've been growing grapes commercially since 1999. So we've got about 18 acres of grapes. We've got Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Petit Verdot, Cab Franc, and then a white variety called Petit Manseng. And we harvest, process, and turn it all into wine right here on the property. A lot of things that people don't realize about viticulture, which is the science of growing grapes, is that unlike other forms of agriculture, almost everything has to be done by hand. So we don't have tractor implements that go through and do stuff other than a lawnmower. So we're doing everything for the grapes by hand. One grapevine over the course of the season usually gets touched almost 12 times by a field worker. So we're out there every single day maintaining these vines. Agro-tourism is the biggest part of our business. When we first started our farm and opened up as a location to the public, at that point we were only seeing a few people, but now we see almost 6,000 people a year. We host people from all over the country. They come to visit the winery, they taste wine, we give them an educational experience about our farm, but we also have lodging on our farm, which is an even bigger part of agro-tourism. They can actually experience living on the farm, which is really, really important because they just get a huge and much bigger appreciation for what it is that we do. We didn't actually open up our farm to the public until 2010. And at that point I was in college, and my mom and dad were running our business while they had full-time jobs. So they would work Monday through Friday, come home, and they would open up our tasting room Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When I was in college and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because I'd never really even considered coming back to the farm. It just occurred to me, I was like, why on earth would I not be back on this property? It's a lot to manage, and my parents are, getting a little bit older and they can't manage this property by themselves. It's kind of the #1 reason why family farms go away, is that there's not a family member that wants to be there to keep it going, and then it gets lost. So, the thought of a piece of property that we've created and we've transformed no longer being in our family was like a really devastating thought to me. And that's kind of what brought me back to our farm. Wanting to preserve what we've created. Kind of seeing how much thought and energy and work and sweat equity has gone into it. I can't imagine it not being ours. So that was really like the impetus that made me completely switch directions. So I've been working on this farm since I was a little kid, but officially on the payroll as an employee of Overmountain Vineyards since 2014. Every time I leave Polk County, I come back and I'm like, thank God I'm back here. I walk out through the vines all the time, almost every day, and I think about that stuff. I think, wow, I can't believe that I still can't believe that we've done this. I thought about doing medicine, I thought about teaching, but just, at the end of the day, none of those things were as gratifying as being on the farm. It's different every single day. There's nothing more satisfying than being able to produce and grow a product and then go into the tasting room and serve it to somebody and watch them appreciate the product. I mean, it's like completely full circle. And I don't know that there'd be any other job where I could get that much satisfaction.